Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lauren Fix.
And I'm Paul Bryan. How you doing?
And we are here with the 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning. Now, we have shown it to you before, but we are actually going to drive it, take it off-road, towing, and show you its capabilities.
First ones to drive this, and I'm very happy that Ford included us in that group.
Oh, yeah.
But holy shnikes, think about this. 200,000 people have already said, I'm in.
Yes, now, they're all not going to get a vehicle right away. What they did is they put deposits down, so Ford had to shut it down because they're like, we can only make so many. And they are going to do the battery, they're going to build the batteries. We'll talk about this here in the USA. But in addition, this vehicle's got a lot of demand because these are Ford truck people that are typically buying. And so some people with 2022s will get their vehicles delivered to local dealers. The rest of those guys are going to roll over into 23 because of chip shortage, which nobody can control.
Can't control it. But what we can control is what we're able to share with you here over the next couple of minutes. We invite you in to do that right here next on the channel.
Well, here we go. 580 horsepower, 775 pound-feet of torque. Now, I know that sounds like a lot for a gasoline-powered or diesel, but there are electric vehicles that are way even more than that.
I don't care what it is. You know, this building that we're in right now, if you needed to move it over about 3 feet, hook a rope on 775 pounds-foot of torque.
That's a lot.
And you could yank it over.
You could rip a tree out of the ground.
Yes.
But that's what the feeling you get when you drive this car. And we're going to take this for a drive on the streets here in San Antonio. Then we're going to take it out and do some towing, some off-roading. And I think we'll get started with driving.
My first 200 feet in this. I thought I saw the big him when I hit the pedal.
It's impressive.
Okay, this is the business end of how you're going to get juice into your F-150 Lightning. It may look standard. It's got some twists in it that make it a whole lot easier for you. However, the connection is going to be just the same way that it normally is. Put it in there. Now, you say, what am I plugging it into? Follow me if you would. Over here, this is the Ford charging station here. This comes with the truck. It's going to have to get installed in your house, and that's fine. But that cost is included with the truck. The installation can get a little pricey. Remember, just because it's electric doesn't mean it's free. You gotta pay for it. There are so many people who are out there saying, oh, it's electric, I won't have to buy gasoline. Well, no, you don't, but there's no free lunch. There's no free lunch. So we'll call this the chips on the side of the sandwich. Now, if you want to go the rest of the way, this is the Ford Sunrun system. This is where you're going to be able to plug in your home to the truck. And you say, Paul, that's fabulous. I can do that. If a hurricane came, if a tornado hit, if the power went out, the well went dry, the cow won't milk, whatever it is, I want to plug in here. Fine. $3,900 US for this system so that you can do that. Now, I know what my electric bill is every month, and it's about 75 bucks. So, but I'm alone, so it's not like I've got a family going on and everything else. If you've got a family of 4, 5, 6 people, number one, stop. Number two, it's going to cost you a lot of money. So between this and this, yeah, you could power your home with it. Would you choose to? In a pinch, sure. In practicality, it's going to cost you a lot of money. Let's take a look at some of the rest of this F-150 Lightning. All right, Lauren drove here, and this is actually my first, you have experienced my first 150 feet with the F-150 Lightning. So what am I going to do?
You're going to slam on the gas. Holy crap.
Yakshimash. Holy. So that's what that's what 580 horsepower feels like.
And a lot of torque besides.
All of the options that are listed here, one of them is not a bail bondsman.
Well, you know, you're only in normal mode. You're not even in
I know, I'm not
you're
into
not even close to. You want to try a different mode? Did you want to have some fun?
mode me, baby.
Okay, so you were in the normal mode.
Okay.
Now you're
Sport.
in sport
I'm
mode.
in sport mode.
Okay.
All right, we wait for the big truck.
This is where the horsepower really amplifies.
Okay, here we go. We're waiting for a green.
Oh.
I feel like Don Garlitz all of
Well,
a sudden.
it is. It's very much like drag racing. That's how I see
Yeah.
it too.
But I'm not getting any staging. Oh,
Oh, gee.
you know what? It feels like an F-150
It does.
with a silent 7-liter in it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I've owned a ton of F-150s over the years and 1-ton trucks. This is a truck. I think the key thing is people that are interested in this vehicle are interested in it because it's a truck, not because they're looking for an electric vehicle. Those that want an electric pickup truck, this is an option beyond. They also have an EcoBoost, which is a turbocharged engine. They also sell diesel. They also sell gas.
There's an F-150 that rolls off the line every 47 seconds. So when you say, okay, we're going to build, or they're going to build 200,000 of these in the first year.
They had 200,000 reservations.
Well,
And they were saying the
What?
first 2,000 vehicles are going to be the Pro trim level, which is the base trim level. And the reason they're doing that is they want to show that the $40,000 truck is attainable.
yeah.
But as far as the vehicle itself, having driven many F-150, this has the full flat folding seats, the shifter handle that'll fold down so you can open up the workstation.
You can put your files in here. You
Right.
could put an iPad in there. Could you fit an iPad Air? I bet
I
you
don't know, I
could.
haven't tried, but I'm sure.
I
The
bet
Air,
you could.
mean a laptop Air, right?
No, I mean, isn't there a bigger?
You can put, you can put a laptop in here,
Yeah.
without question. Easily put a laptop in here. You've got everything. You got the 12-volt outlets. You've got all this additional trailer brakes, Pro trailer, a screen that's very intuitive, wireless Apple
And
CarPlay,
big.
Android Auto.
And big.
15 inches, but this is only on the top trim levels. So it'd be the Lariat and the Platinum.
Well, in the lower levels, you really don't need that. But
No, you get the
but if you've got
12.3.
if you've got all of the schnitz along with it, then the bigger one is kind of cool.
Right. So I want to start my first drive mode in sport.
I told you.
I know, I love it.
Told you.
Oh, I know. I was kind of futzing around with it before, so I kind of knew it was going to launch. And you do have to get used to that. I think that's part of it. You know, the ride on this vehicle is something people are going to ask about. We know there's good performance. Of course there is. We know that the brakes are going to be good because they're regen brakes, and that's how you're keeping some extra energy in the vehicle. So if you're not driving it in a sport mode, you can adjust the regen brakes. But as far as ride, it rides nicer than a truck. I mean, it shouldn't, but I think it's just the lower center of gravity with the batteries being underneath. The ride is really nice.
It's incredibly comfortable.
The seats are great, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm the one who bitches about seats. There is nothing to bitch about on these seats. Nothing.
And
Massaging,
they've
everything.
They've got lumbar. They've got
Massaging.
power, reclining.
Yeah, everything is in the center screen, which is nice. And it's still a truck. And it still does what a truck does. And I'm going to say, if you're thinking about an electric truck, you definitely need to take one for a ride if you can get your hands on one.
Well,
And
that's
going to be a bigger challenge than buying one, even getting to test drive one, because the dealers that have them, they might ask for a premium. I would suggest you check around. I know my dealer in Buffalo.
Might?
Well, no, our dealer in Buffalo will not charge over whatever the sticker is. And I give them credit for that, because most dealers are going to charge a hefty premium. We've heard crazy numbers, $50,000, $100,000, because there's so few of them. Once they make more, once they catch up on the chip shortage, that's going to change.
Well, yeah, and frankly, nobody really knows what's going to happen on the other end of that thing, because now 4 years from now, you're looking at a truck that you paid, or a vehicle, whatever it might be. Let's say it was a $50,000 vehicle, and you paid 75 for
Oh,
it.
wow.
That doesn't mean that it's going to be worth 25 extra.
No,
4
it's
years
lost
from now.
money.
Yeah,
It's lost
I
money.
mean, say goodbye.
Because when you lease a vehicle, they have something, they know what the value is down the road. So they know that the residual value of the vehicle is going to be X down the road. If you pay an extra 25 grand, it's not going to be worth that.
Yeah. So
But
you better like.
you better love it or keep it a long time, but keep in mind that unless this chip shortage doesn't change, and we still continue to have an issue, which we should through 2023, depending upon when you're watching this.
I think that's a conservative estimate.
Yeah, looks like to the end of 23 from the people I've spoken with. Okay, there are some people buying vehicles, paying extra for them, selling them for a higher price. Keep in mind, you got to pay the sales tax and the registration in order to flip it, unless you're a dealer. So keep that little tip in mind. This is a fun truck, except you got to wait to charge it. Although the charging times are getting faster and faster. At home, it's going to be a level 2 charger, which is going to take hours, versus a fast charger, which you could get at the dealer, or Electrify America, which we did see that they have a partnership with Ford. That might change the situation. Something to think about. So you can shut off the propulsion sound. I just shut that off. So when you go into the different drive modes, it makes different noises. So this allows you to shut it off. In the second row of the Lightning, there is a ton of room for 3 large adults. Each seat section is wide, and there is tons of legroom. Now, I've set the seat for me. I'm 5'8". Paul's over 6 feet tall, but there's so much room here. Child safety seats, large people, big linebackers. You could get 3 in here without a problem, and there is tons of amenities as well. Now, besides the fact there are 3 headrests, which I do appreciate, you can pull this down if there are 2 people. 2 built-in cup holders here. Now, in front of you, you also have 2 additional cup holders that are on the back side of the center console. Below that is 2-stage heated seats, which are really nice, ventilation, and then you've got different charge ports. You've got an AC 120 volt as well as a USB-C and a USB connection. In the doors, more cup holders are here on the door. Further down, there's more storage as well as storage here. And of course, we haven't covered the Bang & Olufsen audio system, B&O. Fantastic. The truck is so quiet inside that you really get to hear the quality of the audio system because of all the speakers and where they're placed, and the fact this vehicle is well insulated, which is really important because all you're really hearing is road noise because there is no engine noise. You can put that in that center screen if you want to hear a noise in the different drive modes, or if you like silence, it can do that as well. One of the largest spaces I've seen in the back, you're going to start seeing this more and more when you're talking about electric trucks, is this truck has just a ton of backseat space. It is far from the penalty box.
So here we are at the back of the truck.
Yes, but there's something really special about the back of this vehicle. Let me show you. In the bed of the truck is either a standard 7.2 kilowatt onboard generator, or you get an optional 9.6 kilowatt available on every trim level, even the Pro level.
Yeah, even the XL, the work truck.
Yeah, well, that's what's so interesting. They showed us the work truck, and that's your $40,000 truck. This is your $96,000 truck. This is the one we like.
Well, you know, and this is the truck that I would say the highest take rate is going to be in this category.
Oh, yeah.
Because for as much as you've got people who are going to need it for a work truck, you've got a lot of posers.
Nah, well, you know, that's the whole thing with pickup trucks. If you need it, you got it. And it's a higher seating position, and you get the performance you want. But this bed is really, really nice. It's really got all of your protection, your step to go up, which is, of course, there's the handle there too. And this is same as any F-150, so you're not getting something that's you're not used to. Let's lift this tailgate up. And the first thing I noticed was the American logo, because every part of this vehicle is USA built.
Made in America.
I don't know about every part, but It's built in America. The batteries are from America. Love the Ford F-150 across the back and the Lightning logo. That's cool.
That would sell me.
Yes.
I like that it's got perimeter lighting too.
Yes.
These aren't just
on the running boards too.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
If you're doing stuff outside the truck at nighttime, it's not like you got a little puddle of light. You can light the perimeter on it.
It has good payload as well. It's
2247.
2247. And the neat thing is those scales that show you the weight.
And there's no cheating on that either.
Right, because people typically put 10% over. Like they say it hauls 10,000 pounds, they'll run 11,000 pounds.
You're going to be able to look in the center stack screen.
It'll warn you too.
Yeah.
So this has class 3 towing as well as your connections for electric and for your trailer brakes. Trailer brakes are standard on this vehicle, which I think is important. If you're going to buy a truck, you're going to use it. And they're expecting the bulk of their customers to be truck
face
people.
it, folks, you don't need this to go to Costco or BJ's.
Oh, yes, you do. Lots of toilet paper in case there's a shortage.
But seriously, I mean, it's great for hauling stuff, camping gear, all of the different accessories that you can put on here to take camping gear and stuff. Right. And for that, yeah, I like
camping,
this a lot.
Towing, this is a truck that you would think, but the propulsion is different. But they still offer different versions. So if you think, I love this truck, I want all the goodies.
And it's not only good, you can take this camping or you can take this glamping.
Glamping. Yes, they were showing us some glamping.
Yeah, I mean, you can do both.
Yes. Well, we didn't cover every single aspect of this vehicle and every single little specification. So I'm sure you've got questions. Put them in the comments down below. Paul and I will answer them.
We'll try to get everything that we can. Obviously, for a truck that they spent a gazillion dollars and years in doing, we're not going to be able to recap it. But we'll either know the answer or we know where to find it for you.
Or we know who to call to get the
Unless
answer.
you're one of those people that are up at 3 a.m.
But the whole idea is if you're thinking about an electric pickup truck, there's a lot of competition. You've got Rivian, you've got the Silverado coming out, which we've done a brief walk around. You can check that out on our channel. And there's a lot of other vehicles, including the Hummer, which is a lot more expensive. It's like $120 and they're all sold out.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of money for that. Notice we didn't mention the Tesla pickup.
You're not going to see a Cybertruck for quite a while, although they claim they're building them here in Texas. In the description down below, you will find Paul's social media, my social media, and of course a link to our podcast and our website, Car Coach Reports. We do appreciate your time for listening to us and your questions. And if you got value from this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. We'll look forward to seeing you next time.
We're not going to be able to answer everything, but
we'll try.
We know where to look to get the answer, and if it's even beyond who we know who to call, then
we'll get you the answer.
Yeah, we'll find out one way or the other for you.
We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll see you next time.